Sup guys, how's it going? This is a series that I'm starting, which is basically me commentating over some of my matches that I play with random people. And it will be completely unscripted. It's just giving my thoughts and sort of my process that I do whenever I play a game. With whatever weapon I happen to be using, usually E-leader, but whatever. So I see our team comp and their team comp has a ton of rollers. Ours has 2 E-leaders, so hopefully the other guy is good and he can cover some of his snipes. I see that him getting attacked, but luckily he does take him out with a burst bomb, which is really great. So we know one roller's down, but they have 2 dynamos, which is really taking up a lot of turf, and they're very, very dangerous. So I see one over there. Unfortunately, he jumps out of the snipe, and this Sanic Sploosh comes. That roller kamikaze like way over, so I'm like pretty freaked out right now. But they have control of the tower and they have the lead, so we need to take this back like right now. So I got one, and then they ink strike, but it was behind the tower, so it's fine. No one died. I have Echo, so I know once all 4 of them are in play, I can Echo, or if I need ink. I can also, there it is, because all of them are in play. So one dies, and then I see that the Sploosh has cold-blooded, but that Dynamo, luckily the Exace takes him out, because I probably would have died. I snipe the Sploosh at really close range, and the Dynamo's coming up, and he dies. I think I got like a hit or something on him. So this roller's coming over, and I see him, but Perps manages to take him out. And then I get on the tower because Perps died, and there's only one roller and only one dynamo left. I have to ditch the tower and start chucking burst bombs. I do manage to kill him, but I missed that snipe on the other dynamo, which sucks. But I'm gonna retreat now and cover our hallway. So I'm going up to our little hill here. And I do manage to hit that dynamo with a half charge, but he does somehow manage to hit me. But lag will be what it is. But luckily the other sniper managed to get him. So that's one dynamo down. There's another dynamo that just dropped from their cliff, and I get a hit on him and then chuck a burst bomb, which is very, very nice. And there's one on tower, which I thought he died, but he didn't. So that was my mistake. So Perps gets on tower, and the ink strike comes right in our hallway, which I think was to clear our sniper off our cliff. But I see one dynamo goes down, and there's another on tower. That dynamo again with his laggy shots manages to kill me. But he's going down mid, and I think the Zuka takes him out. I believe so, yes. So there's a Kraken in mid, and he's going down our hallway, so I just chuck a couple burst bombs in there. And I got one off the tower with a nice jump shot. But I can't jump high enough to get that other one, and I take the beacon out, and the guy then gets off tower. Okay, so then Perps kills the dynamo. There's a whale, so I know one has to be nearby. And I see the Sploosh, and I'm not even going to deal with that. But the other sniper manages to get him, and I snipe one in between that tiny, tiny gap. Unfortunately, that other roller does not back up in time for me to hit him, but it's okay, because we are in the lead, and they got 3 down. So I take out that beacon, and I snipe the Sploosh midair. And I get a hit on the dynamo, and he's in their street, so I call that out, but he's still living. But now he's completely healed, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Luckily, the game's almost over, so there's a minute left, and we are solidly in the lead. I don't get that snipe, but I believe... Okay, so I get one there, and that's pretty much game, because we get a knockout. So that's very, very nice, and that was a nice, solid win by us. Good knockout. It was a good, clean game. I didn't hit all the snipes that I would like to, but hindsight's 20/20. So I got 9 and 4. our other sniper went 11 and 2, which is impressive, especially for this map. But I think this was my second match of the day, so I wasn't quite warmed up yet. But excuses, excuses. So our next match, it's against a bunch of S+, S's and S's. So that should be fine. There's no A's that I have to deal with being on our team and dragging us backwards. So our team comp is actually very, very solid. And I see they have no sniper, so I can hang really far back. And I don't have to worry about watching out for that laser or worrying about having the responsibility to take out their sniper. So I missed my snipe there. But I see one that's climbing up their hill, and I managed to snag him before he gets out of range. One dies down there, and I just sort of bust that wall. One full sniper shot and like 2 shots from a 52 will easily take out a wall. So it's very, very good to get a fully charged shot on. I just ink that just in case there needs to be a quick flank. And I'm just scared, so I back up. And then I tried to chuck the burst bombs, but I was already way out of sync, so I don't manage to kill him. And he almost dies to the mine on the tower, which I believe is kind of funny if he jumped on and immediately died. But we are in the lead, but only barely, so I need to try and take some of these people out. So I managed to snag the Luna there, which was very, very good. And there's one underneath, and I heard a hit there, so I know he was just underneath that perch. And our Luna managed to get the 52 that was there. So I'm back camping on hill with a nice solid vantage point, and I managed to snag one right in between the jump off and their hill, which is very, very helpful. I'm just hanging back, firing up a couple shots, both to get in coverage, charge up my Echo. I managed to get the one off the tower, which is very, very good. Especially because he could have easily sneak attacked us. So now I just get kind of aggressive and go up their alley. Because I know they don't have a sniper, so I know no one's really going to be up here that much, so I'm pretty safe. So I just sort of sit here, and unfortunately that Luna gets me, directs me straight through there. He's going to cover up all the ink that I laid down there, which sucks. So now I head up through our drop down. And I see this Zuka, and I try and snag him, but I don't manage to do it. And he gets too far back out of range, so it's a bummer. But I drop down back in the mid, and I think I go to hill or to perch. Yeah, I get back to hill. It's a very solid vantage point, and I don't know. I think I was taking out the wall, and I just managed to hit him because I don't think that was planned. That was such a bizarre hit. So I see 2 over here, and it's a really good whale, or not a whale, excuse me, an Echo, and it tracked those guys out. So I have my burst bombs, but I think I dive down and just smack him in the face. Because burst bombs on this weapon are stupid. So I snagged the Luna right there, pretty up close, which is good. I see the 52 coming up our stairs, but I think this is where he goes around and flanks, and I call that out to Perps, but he's just like, don't worry about him, and I say, are you an idiot? But he is, so I try and go deal with him, but a 52 versus an E-leader is never going to turn out okay, unless the E-leader is pretty far back. I do manage to maneuver around him and hit him a couple times with burst bombs. Excuse me. And so this is nearing the end of the match. There's only 45 seconds left. So I think I get like at least one more snipe. So I see that 52, I go for him. The Luna gets on tower, but our Luna takes him out, which is nice, and I think we secure the win. I almost get hit by that Zuka, which is scary, but... And then I get 10 attacked. So we get back the tower right at the end, and that's game. So that was a nice, solid match. I got some really crazy snipes in there. And I hope you enjoyed this unscripted freestyle post-commentary gameplay. I got 8 and 4, which isn't too bad because I really hate playing E-Leader on that map. I'd much prefer Kelp Scope, or actually 52 would be ideal. But yes, so thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.